6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has directed to procure cotton on rate fixed by the government to save farmers from loss. The Foreign Minister says Israel is continuing and committing a genocide against people of Palestine, and the grave situation is the result of illegal occupation of Palestinian territories for the last 7 decades. Martyrdom toll of Palestinians in the unabated and indiscriminate airstrikes by Israel on the besieged Gaza has risen to 2,329. The Finance Minister has underlined Pakistan's commitment to advancing economic prosperity and global financial cooperation. 152 families returned to Afghanistan since yesterday, while foreign illegal nationals in Pakistan have 16 days for voluntary repatriation. Afghanistan have set a victory target of 285 runs for England in a match of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup 2023 at New Delhi. And now the news in detail. The caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Kakar has given clear instructions to procure cotton on rate fixed by the government to save farmers from loss. Taking notice of the procurement of cotton at less than prescribed rate by the government, he said having a bumper cotton crop is a good omen, but its dividends should be passed on to the farmers. He directed the Trading Corporation of Pakistan to take notice and submit a report in this regard. The Prime Minister said it has been observed that cotton is being purchased at some places on the rate lower than the price fixed by the government. The caretaker Minister for National Food Security, Dr. Kausar Abdullah Malik, called on the caretaker Punjab Chief Minister Mohsin Naqvi in Lahore today. During the meeting, matters relating to Rabi and Kharif crops and stability in wheat and cotton prices were discussed. It was agreed to stabilize the price of cotton with the help of the Trading Corporation of Pakistan. The Minister for Food Security emphasized that there should be complete ban on dumping sewage into canals and rivers in order to protect the aquatic environment. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Minister said the Trading Corporation of Pakistan has agreed to stabilize cotton prices through its mechanism and network. The caretaker Foreign Minister Jalil Abbas Gilani says Israel is committing a genocide against the people of Palestine, and the grave situation is the result of the 7 decades of illegal occupation of the Palestinian territories. Briefing the media in Islamabad today, he said Pakistan condemns siege of Gaza as the helpless Palestinians are facing unabated Israeli aggression. The Foreign Minister said people in Gaza are without water, food, and power, leading to a severe human crisis. He said Israel should respect and implement the international laws and the United Nations Security Council resolutions on the Palestinians' right to self-determination for an independent state. He said an emergency meeting of the Executive Committee of the OIC will be held in Jeddah on Wednesday to discuss the ongoing situation in Palestine. Jalil Abbas Gilani said Israel is continuously conducting aerial aggression on Gaza, resulting in the deaths of scores of women and children. About the caretaker Prime Minister's upcoming visit to China on Tuesday to attend the Third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation, he said the Prime Minister will hold meetings with the Chinese leaders, global leaders, and top Chinese business leaders. He said the Prime Minister will also discuss joint ventures with the Chinese companies, and a number of memoranda of understanding relating to agriculture, health, industry, green energy, and space technology cooperation would be signed during the upcoming visits. The Israeli army has confirmed its 279 soldiers have been killed and 126 people were taken captive by Hamas since the fight started last week. According to media reports, Israeli tanks have begun positioning on the border fence with Gaza as the military buildup continues amid relentless bombardment on the besieged Gaza enclave. People continue to flee to the south of Gaza as Israel intensifies its warning of an impending ground invasion. The American Secretary of State Antony Blinken called on the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in Riyadh today and discussed the current situation in Gaza. During the meeting, the Crown Prince stressed the need to stop the military operations and save lives of innocent people. The caretaker finance minister, Dr. Shamshad Akhtar, has reiterated the government's commitment to bring transparency in order to fostering investors' confidence and maintaining a positive credit rating of Pakistan in the global financial markets. She expressed the resolve during a meeting with a delegation of global rating agency Moody's on the sidelines of the annual meeting of World Bank and International Monetary Fund in Morocco. Meanwhile, talking to a delegation of S&P Global, the caretaker finance minister emphasized the government's dedication to ensuring financial stability, improving fiscal governance, and implementing reforms. 2 terrorists have been killed in an intense exchange of fire with the security forces in Balochistan. A key terrorist, Saddam Hussein, associated with the banned outfit, and his accomplice, Maqsood, were killed during an intelligence-based operation. A large quantity of arms and ammunition was also recovered from them. Terrorist Saddam Hussein was involved in carrying out 93 terrorist activities in southern Balochistan since 2016. This is Radio Pakistan. The repatriation process of undocumented Afghan nationals to their homeland from different parts of Pakistan continues, and foreign nationals residing illegally in the country have 16 days for voluntary repatriation. Meanwhile, 152 families returned to Afghanistan via the Torkham border during the last 24 hours. 1,530 undocumented Afghan nationals, including 392 men and 257 women, along with 881 children, returned to their country through a convoy. Pakistan Air Force's 14-nation air exercise Indus Shield 2023 is in full swing at an operational air base of the Pakistan Air Force. The PAF news release said the exercise stands out as one of the mega aerial warfare exercises of the region and is marked as a significant milestone in the realization of Pakistan Air Force's commitment to enhance its aerial capabilities alongside fostering international cooperation. Indus Shield 2023 has brought together elite air forces from 14 countries and will serve as a platform to showcase their professional prowess. The participating nations include Pakistan, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Oman, Bahrain, Azerbaijan, Indonesia, Morocco, Uzbekistan, China, and Hungary. Pakistan's ambassador to the United States, Sardar Masood Khan, has said Pakistan has established Special Investment Facilitation Council as a single-window platform to facilitate the investors. Speaking at an American forum, he said the Council's objectives include revitalization of the country's economy, integrating it with international capital markets, and ensuring continuity of policies. He said Special Investment Facilitation Council will develop a whole of the government's approach and tap Pakistan's potential in key sectors. Pakistan's ambassador to China, Moinul Haq, says during the last 10 years, over 50 projects worth $25 billion under the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor were completed in Pakistan. In an interview with the Bulletin Road Television, he termed CPAC as a game changer which altered the entire economic landscape, playing a pivotal role in the social and economic development of Pakistan. Terming Pakistan-China friendship as a bright example for the world, the ambassador said ties between the two countries depict a strong political relationship. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has urged the United Nations to hold New Delhi accountable for its brutalities in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In a statement, APHC spokesman said Indian paramilitary forces, police, National Investigation Agency, and State Investigation Agency personnel are torturing innocent Kashmiris and seizing their properties in the garb of cordon and search operations. He urged the United Nations to play its role in settling the Kashmir dispute in accordance with the United Nations resolutions and the aspirations of the Kashmiri people to avert a catastrophe like the one the world is witnessing in the Middle East. Meanwhile, protest demonstrations were held by the government employees, mostly teachers in Srinagar and Jammu. Hundreds of employees gathered at the press enclave in Srinagar and Hari Singh Park in Jammu and raised slogans against the authorities and in favor of their demands. Senior Kashmiri journalist, poet, and writer Ghulam Nabi Khayal passed away at his residence in Srinagar. He was 80. And now, cricket. In the ICC Men's World Cup 2023 at New Delhi against Afghanistan, chasing a victory target of 285 runs, England were 19 runs for the loss of 1 wicket in 4 overs a short while ago. Batting first, Afghanistan scored 284 runs all out in 49.5 overs. And finally, the weather reports. Partly cloudy weather is expected in upper parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, thunderstorm is expected in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Islamabad, Upper Punjab, Gilgit-Baltistan, Kashmir, while snow over high mountains and isolated hailstorm in the plain areas during evening and night hours. Meanwhile, heavy falls are also likely at isolated places. Isolated rain, wind, thunderstorm is also expected in northeast Balochistan and Upper Sindh. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio.